Alright, Baphomet here, bringing you another X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This one was against a passerby who had the battle me message up. I decided to give him a shot, and it turned out to be quite a good one. He does have a pretty solid team. He does have some big threats, Garchomp, Tyranitar, and Blaziken. Nothing to scoff at, but I believe my team should be able to handle it pretty well. Anyways, let's get started. You know me, of course, I'm going to lead with my Greninja, my fastest Pokemon. Salt Camo, kind of little clever nickname. He's gonna lead with his Skarmory, probably trying to get his hazards up. Now, I don't believe that Skarmories get Stealth Rock in this generation, so of course he's gonna go for the spikes. So I go for the U-turn. I'm gonna switch into my Fortress, try to get my own hazards up, or perhaps just spin him away because I know he's gonna try and set up as he goes for his first layer of spikes. Now, hazards on my team are not a big deal because I do have the Fortress who's going to be able to spin him away eventually. So instead of trying to spin him away, I go ahead and set up my own my own Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks, they work different than spikes. You only get one layer and they do damage according to the resistance of weakness that your Pokemon has to the rock type attacks. Anyways, he rules me out into my Greninja. I don't appreciate the little spikes damage. Reason being, I do have the life orb, which causes me to lose some HP as I attack. Anyways, I go into the ice beam, which is gonna hit for neutral, and it's my highest base power attack that I have. I don't have the Hydro Pump on this one yet because I haven't trained it up to level 64. I believe that it learns. Anyways, he goes for his second layer of spikes. This turn, I believe that he's gonna switch out. He's not gonna want to let his Skarmory die. He's gonna switch into his Sylveon, which is a very special defensive Pokemon. He's gonna handle the Surf pretty well. Like I said, I don't have the Hydro Pump, so I opted for the Surf. Maybe I would try even Scald at some point, just to have the possibility to burn things. Anyways, he takes the Surf damage on the switch, and then on the next turn, I go for the U-turn. Now, I believe that on this turn, again, I'm going to try to bring in my Ferrothorn, and I'm going to try to spin away all the 2-layer spikes that he has on my team. I don't fear the Sylveon too much. I do resist its stab attack, and I am the Steel type, so I'm going to probably maybe even be able to threaten it with a Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball doesn't always hit as hard as you want it to, but I mean, any damage is good. Anyways, he goes up for the Light Screen. It's not going to be a big deal because the only specially attacking Pokemon that I have are Goodra and my Greninja, and I'm not going to put him to that much of a use as you'll see in this match. Anyways, I go for the Rapid Spin. I get rid of the hazards as he brings in his Blaziken. He's going to go straight for the Mega Evolution, and then he's going to be able to take me out with the Blaze Kick, as you're going to be able to see right now. I have played other Blaziken before, and I have been able to survive Blaze Kicks before. Maybe at the other times, maybe it was just like a different nature, or maybe they weren't trained right, or they had different IVs. Anyways, he did manage to take me out in one hit, possibly because of the hazard damage that I did rack up. I'm not too scared of it because I do have the Ditto right here, which is gonna transform into the Blaziken and copy all his stats, and it's gonna be +1 speed because it is Scarfed. I think that's the reason why I love using a Ditto, because that means that I get possibly 2 Mega Pokemon. When my opponent uses a Mega, I usually just let one of my Pokemon get KO'd, send down my Ditto, and go for the revenge kill. Now, odd thing about his Blaziken is that he wasn't carrying the Brave Bird. He had Blaze Kick, Brick Break, Protect, and Poison Jab. Now, because he still had the Skarmory, I decided to go for the Blaze Kick, thinking that he might try and switch on me. Now, he does decide to stay in. He takes the Blaze Kick damage, which is not going to be able to KO in one hit. But anyways, I'm going to be able to get him after this check. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Stall me out, get more speed boost. At the end, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be able to take him out during this turn. Now, the thing is, like I said, I do love using the Ditto because that gives me a possibility of having 2 Mega Pokemon. Ditto's just such a star player. A lot of people underestimate him, but if you're willing to sacrifice a Pokemon to get your Ditto to set up, he does become really useful, and I don't see it online as much. Anyways, he's gonna bring in his Skarmory. I'm gonna go straight for the Blaze Kick. I'm gonna be able to take it out right away. no problem. After his Skarmory, I believe he is gonna go into his Garchomp. Now, right now, I'm gonna make a very questionable play. I'm not quite sure what I was thinking when I did this, but I'm gonna switch out my Ditto and I'm gonna bring in my Goodra. Now, that was a bad play because that pretty much just wastes my Goodra. My Goodra's not gonna get a chance to do anything in this match. He goes for the Earthquake on the switch, and that's just gonna pulverize me. That tells me that either it did a lot of damage, so I'm guessing that he might be Choice Banded, maybe even Choice Scarfed, but I doubt that he's Scarfed, and you'll be able to see later. He takes out my Goodra on the second turn that it switches in. Poor Goodra, he didn't get to do much this round. I send out my Greninja, and I believe that he is going to switch out, fearing that I'm faster than it. And since he does switch out, that tells me that it's not Scarfed. So I'm obviously going to be able to outspeed it. He's going to go into his other specially defensive Pokemon, his Tyranitar. Once the Sandstorm goes up, all Rock-type Pokemon get a special defense boost, which means that I'm not going to be able to hit it as hard with my special attacks. As you can see, the Ice Beam barely did any damage right there. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it up and go for the Bug-type attack, the U-Turn, which is actually going to deal more damage than the Ice Beam did. Anyways, I'm going to switch out, and I think I'm going to bring in... Who do I bring in right now? And I barely hang on by 13 HP. If I would have stayed in that turn, I would have been taken out by the Sandstorm anyways. So I switch out, I bring in my Aegislash, and I believe that he is going to go for the Stone Edge. The Stone Edge is barely going to do a dent on this thing. Now, he could either have the Earthquake or the Crunch, both being super effective, but since I'm in defensive form and I've fought against other Tyranitar before, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to survive it. So I take the risk and I do the Sword Stance to try to get my boost up. Thanks to the Sword Dance, I believe I will be able to take it out next turn with the Shadow Sneak, even though it does resist it. It has about a quarter of health left, so that's going to be just enough for me to be able to take it out with a Shadow Sneak. So you can see right now, cool looking attack like always. Boom. Alright, so the Tyranitar is out. I believe he should have around 3 Pokemon left. Garchomp, Sylveon, and jeez, I can't remember who else. But anyways, it's not really gonna matter. He's gonna go into his Garchomp. He's My Karuba. Not sure what that's from, but it's fun to say My Karuba. Anyways, I'm gonna go for a Shadow Sneak. It's not gonna be enough to take it out. It is gonna hurt a lot, but it's not gonna take it out. Garchomp is a pretty bulky Pokemon, and he's gonna retaliate with the Earthquake, take me out clean. Now what I do here is I send down my Ditto. Now, he did have, I believe, Stone Edge, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, and I'm not sure what other move he had on there. But I decided to go for the Earthquake rather than the Dragon Claw because he does have the Sylveon on it. He does have the Sylveon left, and I don't want him to switch in, and that forcing me to switch out my Garchomp or my Ditto, just transform as a Garchomp, because it is immune to all those Dragon type attacks. Now, typically, a Greninja would outspeed a Garchomp, but since I'm Scarfed, I'm easily gonna be able to outspeed it, take it out one hit with the Earthquake, and that's just gonna leave his Sylveon left. And once that Sylveon comes in, it's going to take the little bit of damage from the hazards, and I'm just going to be able to wipe it out with an Earthquake. And that's pretty much going to be GG from there. Like I said, he did have those threats, but my team was able to handle them pretty well. It was a fun match. It went by pretty quick. But that's it for today, and I'll catch you guys later.